Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a birthday party. Oh, come on. The one-year anniversary of the Health and Wellness Institute. I'm Trey Stafford from Jonesboro Radio Group. I am absolutely thankful and appreciative to be asked to be a part of the event here this afternoon, which it just is extremely hard for me to believe that it's been a year since we were right here at this extreme familiar setup, sun right there, right in the eyes of everybody that speaks like they are here this afternoon. It was exactly the same plants, everything was here, and this beautiful facility was just ready. I mean, it was just finished. It was just a few days earlier that we had taken a tour and seen the facility in its final finishing stages, and then it was open, and we were here to open this beautiful facility, and now here to celebrate a year anniversary. We do have door prizes, a great list of door prizes that we will be awarding at 7 o'clock tonight when we finish the event. They'd include a 3-month membership, a month of sports training, a St. Bernard's lawn chair. Can I see a show of hands of everyone who would love the St. Bernard's lawn chair? That's what I'm saying. 6 half-hour personal training sessions, a gift package from the Fit Shop, and some other great door prizes. Too numerous to mention, and we'll do that when we finish at 7 o'clock. I also want to introduce Jeremy Scott, our Olympic pole vaulter from right here in Northeast Arkansas, right here in Region 8, right here in Fox Country. Jeremy, welcome back to Jonesboro. We're glad you're here, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We were on the radio earlier and talked a little bit about Jeremy's thoughts about the facility, but you've used this thing for your own personal training, have you not?
Yeah, absolutely. Luckily, we were able to come in here, and we did a lot of what we did this season leading up to the Olympics right here. They have got a beautiful facility and can really cover a lot of areas of what we do, and so it was nice to be able to have the brand new facility and excellent equipment and especially when we got to the summer, a temperature controlled environment, and it was just wonderful and really very key in what we were able to do this year.
Especially this summer, that temperature controlled environment. Jeremy, give him a big hand, and thank you so much for coming, Jeremy. Very soon, we'll be announcing our new Shape Up Showdown contestants. Amanda Hansen is here. We'll be talking with her in just a moment, and she'll have a chance to do that. I want to talk first, though, about the Shape Up Showdown that we kicked off here last year. And Rebecca, if you want to come up here just for a minute, I am so excited to introduce to you Rebecca Perrin. Rebecca teaches 7th and 8th grade language arts. Is that what I used to call English?
It is.
Okay, that's what I thought. At Valley View.
It's a little fancier now.
Okay. Well, if anything would be too fancy for me. We called it just plain old English at Mark Tree, and we were glad to get through it. Rebecca played basketball at Stanford, and I actually refereed her games. That was a few years ago. We won't talk about that.
No. Way more than I want to talk about.
It was the Stanford Razorbacks, wasn't it?
Yes. It doesn't exist anymore, so.
Well, talk a little bit about what you've been through the last year, because this has been quite a journey for you, Rebecca.
It's been an incredible journey. Over the course of the past about 11 months, I've lost 117 pounds.
How about that? How about that?
So I want all these new Shape Up Showdown contestants to know you can do it. You just have to show up. You have to keep putting the time and the effort into it, and you can do it. Just everything has changed. I mean, literally everything. I've dropped tons of sizes. I have so much more energy, and my reward, which is one of the questions on the application, was to go run the Komen Run, because my mom is a breast cancer survivor, and I used to do that in college, and I got so heavy I couldn't run anymore. So this weekend, a bunch of my girls and I, we're going, and I'm running.
Oh, man. I love that. You know, I mean, we just went through the district fair, okay? And as you stand at the booth for hours and you see a lot of Northeast Arkansas walk by, there are a lot of people who could be motivated to do what you've done and are not for whatever reason. So what made you, what step did you take, what decision, what point did you say you're going to put in the time and the effort to do what you've done, Rebecca? What made it happen for you?
I just got to a point where I take pride in my work. I'm a really good teacher, and I got to the point where I was so tired that I wasn't a good teacher anymore, and I felt like I was gypping my students out of a good education. And I grew up very poor, and education was my way out. It was my way to be able to do the things I wanted to do, and I didn't in any way want to hinder a child from their education. So I thought I have to do this for my kids if I don't do it for anybody else. And so I was kind of getting to the point of being a little bit depressed. I was like, I can't live like this anymore. This is not living. I was not living. What I was doing was existing. And so I was like, I just have to do it. And I was actually praying one night, and I was like, I've just got to have a way out. I have got to have a way out. And I woke up. I slept with my television on. And I woke up, and the Shape Up Showdown was on my television, and I was like, I got it, I'll do it. So I filled out the application and got the interview, and thank goodness was chosen, and it's a whole new life.
Wow, Rebecca, that's great. So, yeah. So what, if you had to say the top 3 things in this building that have meant the most to you over the last year, and I know there's probably more than 3, but talk about the top 3 for you.
Okay, top 3. Zumba class, and I'm actually a certified Zumba instructor now. Can you believe that? But Zumba class would definitely be one, because you can do it at any fitness level. And probably number 2 would be like the toning classes, like Buns and Guns and things like that, because that's the strength training that I wasn't doing at all. And probably what I should have said was number 1, but I didn't. It was my trainer, Drew, because without him, I couldn't have made this happen. He has no idea how much he means to me and how important he was to me, because he's the one that really got me through, because I didn't know what to do, and he motivated me, and he got me there.
Well, you know, let's just pray and thankful for what has happened for you. And Rebecca, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Rebecca Perry.
Thank you. You guys can do it.
How about that? That's pretty exciting right there. So is this. I'm going to have the opportunity now to introduce the new director here at the Health and Wellness Institute. A fellow that I've known for, it's funny when you talk to Paul, he has a twin brother, as you know, and he says as he makes his way around, come on up here, Paul, as he makes his way around the community, about twice as many people holler they think they know him that really don't. But he just, he just hollers at all of them. For about the last 18 years, Paul has been a part of a business here in Northeast Arkansas where he's been leading and guiding multiple locations, and St. Bernard's has identified Paul as someone who could come and lead and guide this institute, this facility, organization, flow, efficiency, a lot of the things that he's going to be emphasizing and managing here as we go into year 2 of the Health and Wellness Institute. And it gives me a great deal of pleasure to introduce the new director here, Paul Pickens.
Thank you, Trey. Rebecca, thank you very much for doing that for us today. What's happening behind these doors, dreams are being made, goals are being met, and lives, they're being changed. That's why we put this here. Thank you all for being here to help us celebrate our 1 year. Now I'd like to ask Dwayne to come up. Dwayne's got also an incredible story to tell. Most of us, like Dwayne says, our lives begin when we're 40 or we're 50 years old. Well, Dwayne's life began when he was 33, and he started his life here and worked with the Center for Weight Loss, which is located right here inside the St. Bernard's Health and Wellness Institute. Dwayne's story is wonderful, it's fascinating, it'll move you, and Dwayne, thank you for being here today.
Well, thank you, Paul. I want to just share a little bit of my story. Last year I came to the open house of the Health and Wellness Institute, and I walked through the doors of this place that night, and I weighed 455 pounds. And I met several people that night, and my mom, who lives in Wisconsin, was here with me that night, and we both were here, and she was already started on an HMR plan, which is the diet style that the Center for Weight Loss uses here, and she was trying to talk me into it. And I was trying to decide whether I wanted to do it or not, and I was just trying to make up my mind. And there were several things that happened in the span of a very short amount of time that really helped me make my decision. You know, when I was the weight that I was really at an existence. I liked what she said about just existing, because that's really what it was like. And if for someone who's been overweight and you who are beginning this journey, I encourage you, because you go through a phase where you go to a restaurant and you don't sit in a booth anymore because it's uncomfortable, or you don't like going to the movies or to sit at the convocation center because it's hard to sit in the seats, or you can't go shopping because you shop for size and not style. And those types of things were very real in my life. And I stepped on the scales, like I say, the first night, January the 9th. I'll never forget it. I stepped on the scales that night and I weighed 455 pounds. And I was wearing these jeans, actually, and Paul wanted me to bring them and show you just how big they are. So those were the jeans I was wearing the night I started, and I really went into it, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know how it was going to happen. They asked me to make a 12-week commitment, and I did that. And I remember going into it thinking, you know, if I lose 75 to 100 pounds, I'll be happy. The very first week, I lost 12 pounds. The second week, I lost 11 pounds, and from that point on, I was excited, and I was hooked. And I lost 100 pounds by Easter, 150 pounds by the 4th of July, and I lost 200 pounds by the time school started. And today, as of my weigh-in today, I've lost about 230 pounds. And the things that have changed in my life are unbelievable. You know, not only am I 3 pounds away from my goal in 10 months, which when I started this plan I thought was never possible. In fact, I'll never forget the first night that I weighed in, they had me filling out paperwork and they said, well, what is your goal? And I said, well, 225 pounds. And I just said that off the top of my head, not thinking there was ever a chance I would make it there. But as time moved on and I began to believe that I really could get it, I changed my goal a little bit, and I actually increased my goal to a weird place. And everyone asks me what my goal is, and I said my goal is 227 pounds. Not because that the weight itself is any importance, but that is the weight where the amount of weight that I have lost will cross with how much I weigh. So in 3 pounds, I will weigh less than the amount of weight that I lost. And so I'm excited about that. And I never dreamed I would get there in a year or 2 years, but to be there in 10 months is unbelievable. And the things that have changed in my life are absolutely incredible. These jeans that I just showed you are a size 52, and they barely fit me. They were very tight, and today I can wear a size 36. My shirt size was a 5X, and that was really tight. And now today I can wear a size large with ease. When I first started, I couldn't run. In fact, running was a foreign concept to me, and it was something I never thought I would be able to do. And now today I'm able to run 6 miles without much difficulty. This last weekend, in fact, I just got back yesterday from a youth ministry conference. I'm a youth minister in Colorado, in Winter Park, and we went mountain climbing, and we climbed a mountain, and it was a 6-mile hike over a 3,000 foot elevation change through 2 feet of snow. But it was awesome, and to be able to do that and not be tired and not have to be carried down the mountain on a stretcher because I was so out of breath, it was unbelievable. And the first that I get to experience and the things I get to do now, it's unbelievable. And if anybody, and it's really weird now because I can't help but talking about this in my life, because if anybody gets anywhere close to the subject of weight loss or health, I can't help but tell my story, and I can't help but start to talk about it, and I'll say this, and all these different things. And so it's just been amazing, and people ask me all the time, how are you able to do it? And it just comes to a point where you have to make a decision, and no one can encourage you enough to lose weight, and you can be inspired by stories, and you can do different things all the time, but it has to come to a personal decision. And for me, that's what it was. It was a personal decision that I was going to do it no matter what. And as a minister, I have a lot of accountability built in. I'm a youth minister, and so teenagers are a big part of my life, and they love to keep track of me, and they love to tell me when I'm doing things wrong, because teenagers love to tell adults when they're wrong. And so all the time, if I'm with a group of teenagers and I do anything that's even remotely perceived as cheating on my diet, not only will they call me on it, but they'll text my accountability partner and some other people and tell them about it so they can get on my case about it. And so it's just been great, the accountability in my life, and it's just been crazy. And the Center for Weight Loss here behind me has been instrumental in my story. Obviously, from the Center for Weight Loss and the classes and the things that they have helped lead me on this journey, but the workout side of it too. I never imagined I would be addicted to working out like I am, but I'm here over an hour every day, and it's something I never thought I would work out as much as I do, and love it as much as I do, and get to a point where if I don't experience it on a day, I feel like my day is incomplete. And so to go from where I was to where I am is not only life-changing, it like he said, it does feel like my life began at 33, and so I'm excited, and I'm forever indebted to not only the Health and Wellness Institute for where they've helped take me, but the Center for Weight Loss and Karen and Gina and all those people back there who have taken me on this journey and really showed me the ropes and helped get me to where I am. And so I'm super excited about all that. So thank you.
Thank you, Dwayne. Pretty easy to see this is a very, very special place. Right now I'd like to introduce my team to you, so if you would like to begin your plan, you'll know who to get in contact with. Sales is Dina Van Hooser. Our office manager is Pat Baker. Group classes and aquatics is Nikki Shannon. Programs and assessments is Amanda Herringer. And maintenance is Larry Tosh. And with the rest of the health and wellness team, if you're here, would you raise your hand? I want to thank you all for all your hard work, for just getting the center where it is today. Now, we've heard our stories and you've met the team. Now, let's begin to make your dream. Let's begin to make your goal. And together, let's start to change lives. Thank you very much, Trey.
All right, Paul, thank you. Well, now we get to watch another team do it again here at the Health and Wellness Institute. And introduce that person, that team, is a person I get to sort of kind of wake up with every morning. Sort of. And I do mean that in a very long, big, long stretch. Amanda Hansen came to KAIT from Memphis. She and Eric Watson actually have something in common. They both went to Bartlett High School. She was a member of the dance team at the University of Memphis. Loves sports. That was her first love in TV, was sports, and I think that's why on Good Morning Region 8, as KAIT has done the pep rally tour this fall, she's loved making some of those appearances because it sort of gets her back in that world of sports, and I think she enjoys that. But we're glad to have Amanda in Jonesboro. Make welcome to the podium, Amanda Hansen from KAIT.
Thanks, Trey. I appreciate that introduction there. Well, you know, we've heard a lot of great stories today, and very inspirational, very moving, and we're fixing to get a couple other journeys started with the Shape Up Showdown. You know, we've been through hundreds of entries for this latest edition of Shape Up Showdown, and we have finally chosen our final 8 participants for this. I talked to a couple of y'all. I know y'all are very excited to get your journey started. Now, each person, they have been through a different road, a different story, but they all have the same goal. And of course, we know that is to, you know, start having a healthier lifestyle. You know, the Shape Up Showdown, they're going to work with them individually, and that's through, you know, exercise training. I mean, instructors, nutritionists, they're going to learn how to, you know, cook healthy, manage their medical conditions. It's going to be a long journey. I know I talked to Rebecca earlier, and she's told me it is a tough journey, but I know that y'all are all very excited to get started. But here's the catch. We all get to watch them on this journey. And we're going to track their progress, of course, on Region 8 News, KAIT8.com. And we all want you to follow along, give your words of encouragement. You know, it's great to be able to have that and just to be able to keep going in this journey for this huge opportunity. So, of course, while we're here today, let's get down to business. We're going to introduce you to our contestants that we have selected for this. We're going to have all of y'all come up. We have a gift for you. And we want everybody to see, you know, who we have going, and, you know, we all want to meet you. So let's get started. Let's get started. We have two contestants that actually weren't able to get out here today because of other obligations with work, but I want to let you know about them. Our first participant is out of town for business. Her name is Kayla. She's 28 years old, and she's a probation officer, and she's wanting to lose weight just to be healthier, feel better about herself, and she says she really wants to go back to the beach and be able to get in that swimsuit, and so she's ready to get started on her journey. And then we have Candace. She is 40 years old. She's a teacher in the area, and she's at a parent-teacher conference tonight, and she wasn't able to get out of that to come in today. So, you know, she wants to set a good example for her children. Oh, sorry about that. And she knows when she gets older that carrying weight can always be can be tough on your body. And she's motivated by her family and wants to be able to take her family on a trip to celebrate when she reaches her weight loss goal. So those two, they weren't able to make it tonight, but we of course want to wish them well as they get started. So first up that we're going to call up is Stephen B. He is 34 years old. He's a funeral director. Come on up here, Stephen. He's wanting to be a healthy role model and dad to his two children, and he's really looking forward to being able to run a 5K, stop taking medication, and be able to have some family pictures made. So we look forward to seeing him on his journey. Next, we're going to call up Stacy. Stacy, come on up here. She's 49 years old. She's a nurse, and she's wanting to learn healthy eating habits to share with her family, and you know, just be able to look in the mirror and be happy with everything. You know, she plans to pay it forward in this journey. I know a lot of these contestants that have done this have really paid it forward, and are helping to really kind of motivate other people in their journey and get started. And next we have Stephen E. Stephen with a V. We got two Stephens. He's 36 years old. He's a teacher and he's a coach. And he wants to be able to keep up with his physical education students and just feel better in general. And he wants his students to know that fitness improves not just your body, but your attitude and the way that you act. Next up, we have Pam. Come on up, Pam. 46-year-old banker, and she wants to be able to keep up with the family. She's tired of being a spectator in life. She's ready to jump in and get in the game. And Pam wants to celebrate by taking a family vacation where she can walk around, join in all the fun with the family. Next, we have Tiffany. Tiffany, she's 31 years old. She's a stay-at-home mom. You know, she says she struggled with her weight her entire life. She's ready to make some changes for herself and for her family. She wants to be able to run with her husband and feel good, and to celebrate, she plans to stop avoiding the camera and finally get some family photos made. So I know you're looking forward to that. And finally, we have Kenyatta, 23 years old. She's a staff support coordinator. She's a newlywed. Congratulations. Congratulations. And she wants to start married life living healthy. And she's looking forward to learning some healthy cooking habits so she can be able to cook for the family and eventually be able to run a 5K. So I know we have a lot of goals, and we're looking forward to being able to follow you on your journey. And I know y'all can always go to the Facebook page, just type in Shape Up Showdown. You can go in and see their progress. And of course, I told y'all already, I'm going to be coming around, seeing how things are going. I might actually have to jump on the treadmill with them and get in on some of these classes. But we all wish you well on your journey. And I know y'all are excited about getting started. So thank y'all for coming out, and let's give them a hand and send them off on their journey right. Thank y'all. I'll hand it back over to you, Trey.
All right, thank you, Amanda. One more time, don't forget to get in and register for the door prizes. We'll give those away at 7 o'clock. Certainly want to thank Dwayne and Rebecca for those incredible stories, and we look forward to hearing some more from these guys right here a year from now, okay? So it's a birthday party, it's an anniversary party, so I think we should sing happy birthday to the Health and Wellness Institute, huh? And when we get to the happy birthday, health and wellness, okay? Happy birthday to you. Come on! Happy birthday to you. Come on! Happy birthday, health and wellness. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for inviting me. And thank you for this great event. All right. Thank you for coming.